Hi lovely people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Layla, and on this channel I talk about personal development, inner work, and my life in Seoul, South Korea. With Valentine's Day approaching, I thought it would be fitting to discuss matters of the heart. Specifically, I would like to explore intentional dating from a woman's perspective. I will share some of my current dating philosophies and would love to hear your perspectives in the comments section. If it is a topic that you want to dive into with me, let's do it. And as always, the video timestamps is in the description box. Intentional dating refers to approaching romantic relationships with a clear purpose or goal instead of passively going with the flow or dating casually without much thought. Intentional daters are deliberate about what they want and actively seek relationships that align with their values, their aspirations, and long-term goals. Intentional dating involves several key elements, in my opinion. Firstly, it is about being clear on what you want in a relationship, whether it be a committed relationship, a partnership, or marriage. Secondly, it's about being mindful of both your own needs and boundaries and those of potential partners. Thirdly, it's about openly discussing intentions, expectations, and boundaries, which helps foster understanding and respect. Fourthly, it's about being selective in your dating choices and assessing compatibility and alignment with values and goals. And last but not least, intentional dating is all about personal growth and self-improvement, which are things I love, using each dating experience as an opportunity for you to learn and develop yourself. My obsession with personal development has yielded great external results and has improved my life. I am now great at habit implementation, system implementation, discipline, goal setting, value-based decision making, and blah blah blah, just to name a few. But in 2023, I started to look more inward and realized that internal healing would yield even greater outward success. So I started focusing more on inner work. And especially in September 2023, this inner work got me to focus on my relationships with myself, with love, and with men. And that was a beautiful game changer. And out of that came what I'm about to share with you. Okay, don't succumb to societal pressure by forcing yourself into a relationship simply to defy expectations or avoid being labeled a loser. Why put yourself through a miserable, low vibrational relationship just for some outside approval, especially when you're the one feeling crappy behind closed doors? It just doesn't make sense. It's not worth it. Don't do it to please those who insist that by a certain age you should be married. Your happiness should always come first, no matter what anyone says. When you are alone and haven't met the right person yet, what should be your approach during single season? Let's talk about that. During single season, focusing on gratitude, self-discovery, personal growth, and enjoying your own company are very important. Use this time to nurture meaningful friendships, explore new experiences, pursue your passions, and set and achieve personal goals so that you can build inner confidence. Embrace self-care. Prioritize your well-being. Take the opportunity to reflect on your life and what you want to achieve and what kind of relationship you want to foster in the future. I would personally encourage all of that, but only for a while. When I enjoy my single season and return to dating, girl, my experience was pretty much the same. My triggers, my patterns were the same. I gravitated towards the same types of partners, relived the same kind of experiences, and nothing had changed. The key isn't to completely withdraw and isolate yourself, hoping for a transformation when you return. If you want to up your game, you must keep at it. You don't become a pro by quitting altogether. If your trauma requires help of a professional, by all means, take your time away from dating and get some therapy first. But if it is not to that extent, make sure you heal while dating at the same time. It might sound counterintuitive, but hear me out. I will use basketball as an analogy. Imagine you isolate yourself in the gym and you practice your 3-point shots. You become excellent at it and you are convinced that the likelihood of you failing is very, very low. Then game time comes, and with the pressure, the adrenaline, the players around you, suddenly you falter and you fail to score every single time. Why is that? Because it is easy to be great at something when there is nothing at stake, no pressure, no distraction. When it comes to dating, we pretend we are working on ourselves during our single season. We might have decided on certain rules and are convinced that the new us will abide by them. A random example. For example, you decide you will never sleep with a guy the first month of dating because that's your new rule. But unless you start dating this hot guy full of red flags who can't seem to get enough of you, how can you tell you have changed? Most of us, when put to the test, revert to our old selves and make the same mistakes over and over again. So in September 2023, I decided to flip the script. What I ended up doing was focusing on inner work. I read books about love and relationships centered around my personal struggles. I journal extensively about my triggers, my limiting beliefs, and more. I also try my best to understand how and why I operate the way I do. I get guidance from mentors who have manifested the relationships I desire and radiate delicious energy. Then I date people simultaneously, putting into practice what I learn and rediscovering the type of woman I want to be treated as. And trust me when I tell you, this is the best balance. Don't waste your time isolating yourself, be in the arena. But for the time in the arena to be useful, ensure you know exactly what you're looking for. So let's talk about that. So, while you are out there in the dating world, practicing being the best version of yourself and doing inner work at the same time at home, you must know what type of man you're looking for. And for that, you need to build a love list. That list shouldn't have any physical attributes, okay? Keep that for your Disney fairy tale list. I have 5 items on my love list. Each has paragraph of like 2 or 3 sentences describing how I would like the person to be in certain areas. I feel like focusing on values and lifestyle, at least for me, is the most important. I'm going to just give you a quick example. Item number 3 on my list says that I want to be with an entrepreneur running his own business or working a job he enjoys. A job that values his contribution to the company, compensates him fairly, and does not ruin his life. The idea behind love list number 3 is to say that I don't want to be with a zombie as a partner, someone who's miserable, who will eventually bring me down with his low vibration. So to illustrate this, I matched with this guy who explicitly said how much he loved his engineering job on his profile. However, every single day, this man was complaining to me about his manager not respecting him, the long hours, how much anxiety he had around his colleagues, and how he was clinically depressed and everything. I appreciated that he felt comfortable sharing this with me, but I did not sign up for this. I did not sign up for that energy around me. I kid you not when I tell you this is the only thing that this man was talking about. I had to let him go. So build your own list and keep referring to it when you talk to men or get to know them. That will make the screening process so much easier, and the list will help you stay on track. Have a small list of non-negotiable as well, those things you cannot compromise on. That way, again, you do not waste your time getting to know someone you know from the get-go is no bueno for you. My current non-negotiable about men are like men who smoke and men who don't want serious relationship. That's it. An important thing to remember is to treat everyone equally. Good-looking guys do not get passes, okay? The rules apply to everyone. Don't subscribe to fear-mongering. Sometimes things are said about certain people in certain dating circles. For example, Black women are the least desired women on the planet. Well, if you are a beautiful, confident, smart, and friendly Black woman who knows how to navigate around men, you don't have to worry. Sometimes you hear those statements, men these days, they're trash, they don't treat women well, they don't want serious relationship, etc. Well, if you are only interested in entertaining great, responsible men wanting serious relationships, then you don't have to worry about those statements either. All I'm trying to say is that if you are not vibrating at the low frequency where those limiting beliefs reside, you don't have to worry. You attract your vibrational match. So make sure you do your inner work to become the vibrational match of who you truly desire. I might trigger some of you with what I'm about to say, but honestly, I'm doing it with love. Some women don't work on themselves and have this diluted perception of how they navigate the dating world and what they offer in a relationship. Do not be that woman. It is crucial to approach relationships with awareness and realism. Please avoid quickly labeling everyone a narcissist simply because they don't want to pursue a relationship with you. If you sell yourself super cheap and they decide to sample you and discard you, don't be mad at them. Question yourself and what brought you to lower your value in the first place. It is not victim blaming. I don't see it as victim blaming. I see that as personal responsibility. These delulu statements, such as, he'll never find anyone like me, well, maybe that's the point. Or, I'm badass, anyone should be lucky to have me. Well, are you sure? I'm too good for him, he doesn't deserve me. Well, maybe he just didn't want you in the first place. Ourselves and sometimes our friends will will help us with these security blankets, simply blinding us to the fact that we are the mess and the cause of our own suffering. So embrace self-criticism as an opportunity for self-reflection and growth. I am telling you this because I went through that, so wake up. You can change your mind. Nothing is written in stone. You can change your mind about what you want, what your love list should include, what type of relationship you want, etc. All these should always be based on your current evolution, where you stand in life, and what you want in the near future. Me, for example, I've had paradigm shifts about children, the staying at home dynamic, the polarity between men and women. A year ago today, marriage wasn't even on my mind. Now it is something I desire. The beauty of life is in its evolution, so don't be afraid to revamp everything if you have to. Just make sure that it aligns with whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. So yeah, that is all for today. If you are dating, I would advise you do it intentionally and make sure you have your love list and non-negotiable set in order to help you. Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you for watching and you will see me in the next video. Bye.